Hello, welcome to the final Vlogmas video for 2024. Happy Christmas Eve. I hope you are all having a wonderful holiday season, whether or not you celebrate. I hope you are getting some rest. I hope the next couple of weeks you get some rest. If you are celebrating Christmas and if you are a planner or organizer or baker or maker in your family, I hope that after the big day, you get a little bit of relaxation. Today we are doing another little crochet and chat video, or a yarn and yap video as we like to call them, and I'm going to be talking about whether or not doing this Vlogmas has been worth it, and I'm going to answer some of the questions that you sent through in our question boxes. So I hope you're ready. Let's get into it. So I thought we would start off with some stats from Vlogmas month. So in total for the month, including this video that I will be putting out, we did 23 videos over 24 days, 3 shorts, which, to be honest, all of the shorts that I post on YouTube are ones that I've probably made for Instagram and posted on shorts. So the fact there was only 3 is kind of an indication of how much effort and time I was putting into doing YouTube stuff instead. And we also did 3 lives. So one of those lives was a replacement for one of the videos, which is why we don't have 24 videos, there's only 23. And then the other 2 lives were on top of all of the videos we were putting out this month. So that is quite a lot. We also had a video come out the day before Vlogmas started, which was my gift guide for crocheters, which is good for Christmas, but if you're facing a crocheter or crafter's birthday, it will also be a good gift guide for that. So still, please feel free to check that out. We also had just under 100 subscribers join us this month, and about half of those came directly from a Vlogmas video. The other ones were through lives or through shorts and things like that. So thank you for joining us. If you've joined us this month, welcome along. And something that people who aren't really YouTubers won't really care about, but the watch time on the videos from Vlogmas specifically was over 500 hours. So that's exciting. We're getting closer to our watch time goal so that we can join the partner program on YouTube and do even more fun stuff with this platform. We're getting closer every video, which is exciting. That's all of the stats and stuff that I have. I'm not sure if there were other stats that I should have thought about, but those are the only ones I did think about. Well, actually that's a lie. One of the things I could have thought about was how many things I made over this Vlogmas, and maybe I will figure that out and add it in editing. Maybe I won't, because I would have to, I guess, rewatch them, but anyway, we made a lot of stuff as well over this Vlogmas period. Even if I don't have a specific number, I feel like it has been a very productive Vlogmas. So that has also been good. I reckon for every video that I put out, there would have been at least an hour of editing, up to 2 hours of editing. So that's a lot of editing time that's gone into them as well. And those are about all of the stats I think I have. Bango has joined us. I am sitting next to our piles of blanket yarn, etc., which we did organize during this Vlogmas as well. So we did some organization. Pretty productive. And I haven't really done any crocheting on this yet, but that's okay. I am making, I don't think I mentioned, I am making a dishcloth. It is for my brother and his wife, who we have in our Secret Santa. I have mentioned before in this Vlogmas that we just do edible or use-upable gifts, but I felt a bit bad. Our present seemed a little bit sad for them, and so I just wanted to make something quickly. So I'm just doing a really quick dishcloth. I've never actually crocheted a dishcloth before, so we're trying one now. It's just a pattern that I found on Ravelry. It seems pretty easy to make up, and I figured I could whip it up pretty quickly and have it wrapped ready for tomorrow. So that's what we're doing, and it's a useful gift and quite small, so it doesn't take up any space in their house. It'll be fine. That is my validation to myself, or my reasoning on why I'm allowed to make them something that is not food or, an experience. So I'm not going to get to do as much of this because I'm about to start answering some of the questions that you guys sent through for Vlogmas, and I'm gonna have to hold my phone, so we're not gonna actually get that much crocheting done in this little crochet and chat session, but that's all right. You know, it's about the vibe of crocheting and chatting. You may still be crocheting while I chat, and that's fine too. So some of the questions that were sent through weren't actually related to Vlogmas, which is fine. However, I won't be answering those in this video. What I'm gonna do in the new year is to have another video that's like a little bit more of an ask me anything type video. So I'll answer that kind of question in that video in the new year. So if your question doesn't get answered this time around, it will probably come up in that video. So be sure to keep an eye out for that. If you have other questions you might want to ask me in that kind of ask me anything video, please feel free to follow me on Instagram because I will put it up as a story box there. And I might also use the like NGL app thing that I used for some of these Vlogmas questions, but keep an eye out on future videos to see that. So let's get into some of the questions. I've just finished a row, so let's dive into it. Okay, are you ready? Question 1, why are you so amazing? Thank you. Also, how do you find the energy? I'd be tired even trying to film. Well, I was tired for a lot of this month. I feel like it is one of the busiest months of the year already. I was finishing up at my work, which some days meant I had even less energy because I was trying to get a lot done and wrapped up, and other days, especially in the last couple of weeks, kind of was a blessing because I didn't have that much new stuff hitting my plate. And so as I was wrapping up more and more, I kind of got a bit freer and freer at work. So it gave me a little bit more energy in that way. But I think if you watched a lot of my Vlogmas videos, or if you watched all of my Vlogmas videos, you can definitely tell there are days where I do have less energy. I feel like I'm not someone who's very good at like hiding how I feel. So when I am feeling a little bit tired or a little bit down, it definitely comes through, I think. And so the fact that I was having to make a video, I mean like self-imposed having to make a video every single day meant that I didn't take breaks on those days and I was still doing something. One of the days I did just do YouTube Live, which I feel like really freed up the day. I didn't have to be thinking about the video all day. I didn't have to edit it. It was really just like 2 hours or an hour and a half where I could just like sit, chat with people on a live, and then it went up on the channel. So those are good, and I definitely will be doing more YouTube Lives in the new year. So, but yes, I was tired a lot of the time in answer to your question, and I don't really know where I found the energy. I think the energy came from not wanting to feel like I'd failed at doing Vlogmas, because I have a little bit of perfectionism in me, so I wanted to get it finished. How did you have time to edit everything? Did you film them in advance? So again, basically no. At the start of this whole month, I hadn't filmed anything in advance, and I started on December 1st. I have since like watching people do Vlogmas realized that people start on like November 30th or 31st or whatever the last day in November is, and kind of use that as the December video, and they're always a day ahead. And I kind of wish I had done that. I wish I had planned a little bit more ahead so that I could do that. There was a point at which I got a day ahead because I had a pretty free weekend day, and so I filmed an extra video because I wasn't doing vlogs every day. And I kind of was at the start of it, and then I kind of realized that I wasn't going to be able to keep up with a vlog every day, and especially on days I was in the office, like I just don't do that much that is interesting. It would have been like, I'm going to work, I've got home from work, and now I'm making dinner, and now I have an hour to maybe crochet something. Like it would have been a 3-minute video literally. So I didn't do vlogs every day, and at some point there was a weekend which let me get a day ahead making those like other kinds of videos, and that was a lot better. Like it was a lot nicer being a day ahead. And then just in the last few days I sort of fell back behind, but that's okay because I'm on holidays now. So I'm filming this the morning that you will be seeing it. It's not even the morning, it's like it's about 2 o'clock on the 24th. So yeah, you'll get this pretty soon after I film it. What was the process? Were there things you did to streamline to make it easier to do? No. I don't think I streamlined anything, to be honest. At some point I stopped. So I used to have music under all of my video, and to do that I had to like make sure that the music was lower when I was talking, and that if there was only short breaks, it didn't go up for a really small amount of time and then come back down. And I just stopped doing that partway through. I was like, you know what? I don't know how much this adds. And if there's like a little bit of complete silence while I think of something or whatever, that's fine. So I started just putting music behind like actual clips of me crocheting, where it's like a solid kind of 5 or 10 seconds of me doing that, and at the start and end of the videos. So I don't know, you can tell me which you prefer. If you want the music to come back, now that I'm not doing Vlogmas, I can definitely spend the time doing that music thing if I want, but I think it's fine either way. So I think that was fine. That's probably the biggest thing that I like cut out of my videos that I used to do every video that I no longer do, and that started during Vlogmas. And it does save a bit of time in editing, so I'm glad that I did that. Otherwise, the process was basically, I would try and film. If I was doing vlogs, I would film all day on and off until about like 6 o'clock, and then I would usually spend like half an hour editing, and then Kieran would get home, and depending on who was making dinner, he did a lot of cooking this month because I was like, do you mind cooking while I finish editing my video? I'd finish editing my video, I would start uploading it, and then I would go and eat and like spend the rest of the evening with him while it finished uploading. And then when I got ahead by a video or two, well no, I was never 2 videos ahead. When I got ahead by a video, basically I could just shift that back, so I could like have dinner and some time with him, and then he could kind of veg out watching his YouTube videos, and I could come and edit and schedule it for the next day. And I think that was better because there are a lot of people who watch these from the US. So hello, my American friends, or my, you know, American continent friends. And then the second most is from Australia at the moment. So like, I think being able to do them in the middle of the day was a bit better because people in America were awake and people in Australia were on lunch breaks. So yeah, but that was basically the process. I stuffed up the scheduling a couple of times, like not checking the date it was scheduled on, and so I thought I was scheduling it for like later that day or tomorrow, but it was actually the day after or whatever. So yeah, that's that. How do you keep your motivation levels up? I guess that is similar to the energy question in a way, but I think I really am motivated by having committed to the thing. Like, I committed to doing it, and so that is what motivated me, really. I really like building communities. I think I mentioned that in one of my other videos, talking about like how I got started with crochet. Don't eat the dishcloth. So yeah, I guess that's a motivation for me as well. Doing this, I kind of felt like it was a solid shot. I was giving YouTube a solid shot because before this I have been fairly sporadic with when I upload. I've never had an upload schedule. I've tried to upload like a video a month for the last little bit of time. Yes, so I think the motivation was like regularity, and I had made a commitment, and so I wanted to continue it. What surprising or unexpected things came from doing Vlogmas? That is a hard one. I think the most surprising thing about it for me was being able to make a video every day. And I know that sounds silly, but like, as someone who doesn't do crochet as my full-time job, and therefore I think if I did crochet as a full-time job and every kind of work thing I did in a day, oh my gosh, you can really see Bengo's hair flying everywhere, sorry, was crochet related, then making vlogs every day would have been easier in that regard. Like, there would have been more content in them. So I guess it surprised me that I could still make a video every day about crochet or mainly crochet related, and yeah, keep it up. And I think the other thing is that I think doing Vlogmas has made me realize that kind of the more videos I'm making, the more ideas I have for other videos that I could make. And so now it feels really possible to do a video a week or a video a fortnight in the new year, where I never thought I would be able to think of enough content or like new ideas for a channel to keep that up without, you know, having it be my full-time job or something like that. Yeah, I think that is the most surprising thing for me. How did you become so awesome? How did that question slip in here? No, I don't have an answer for that. I don't have an answer for that. I try really hard. I always think of that bit in Juno where, I don't know, this is such a like old film, I mean not that old a film reference, but I feel like an old enough film reference that I'm not sure everyone would get it, but I always think of that bit where she's like, you're like so awesome and you don't even have to try, and he's like, I try really hard actually. That's me. That is me. What was the latest time you were up at editing videos? Actually not that late. I'm not a work night owl, so like, yeah, I think probably the latest time was maybe 10:30. And then at that point, especially if it's like on a weekday or something like that, usually Kieran's like, come to bed so that I can turn the light out. Or I like by that time I want to be able to just like read or crochet and just like actually decompress for a little bit before I go to sleep. So I didn't stay up super late. I definitely finished kind of around then on a couple of nights, and then finished editing kind of first thing in the morning. But yeah, I didn't stay up too super late. Not like pulling university all-nighter kind of vibes. That's for sure. Have you slept at all for the last month? Did you have nightmares about Vlogmas? I have slept. Sleep is important to me, and I get grumpy if I have not slept enough for a whole month. So yes, I have slept. No, I didn't have nightmares about it, but it definitely did take up a lot of space in my brain during my waking hours. So yes. I love that question though. What was your favorite thing you made over Vlogmas? I think it has to be my baby Hugo whale, which I can't even show you because he's gone. He's gone to a new home, so he'll be well loved. And I look forward to making another one. But yeah, I think baby Hugo and my Christmas vest, they are my top two things. But I'm also just impressed at how much I did get made over this Vlogmas period. So I'm pretty proud of myself for the productivity. And yeah, but those are my favorites. Hugo and the Christmas vest. What were you hoping to achieve with Vlogmas, and did you achieve it? I am not sure what I was hoping to achieve. I feel like I had aims at the start, and we spoke about them in the very first video. So if you missed the very first Vlogmas video I released, you can go and watch that, and it has kind of the things I was hoping to get out of Vlogmas, and those were getting quicker at editing, which I did do. I think I've gotten more confident and quicker at editing. However, 3 days ago, I had to change my editing software because I no longer have access to Premiere Pro through my work. So that was like a little bit of a setback, and I'm relearning to edit in that. But certainly there are different things that I try and do while filming to make my editing easier now. So that has helped. And yeah, things like cutting out that music and whatever that I spoke about earlier in this video, that also has helped with the editing. I have gotten more confident filming, especially in my house while Kieran is here. I'm talking at a normal level right now, and he's like just in the other room. I feel like before I was still like a little bit embarrassed by it, even though there's no reason to. He knows that I make them, and he didn't watch all the Vlogmas ones because it was like too much for him, which is so fair. He's like, I see you every day. But back when I like, you know, made them once a month or whatever, he would watch all of them. So he obviously knew I did it, but I still just didn't like talking out loud in my house to the camera. So silly. Anyway, I've gotten over that a little bit more. So that aim is complete. I did kind of want to get closer to my watch hours doing it, which we've definitely done. I think if I wasn't doing Vlogmas, I'd be nowhere near the watch hours that I need to join the partner program. So that's all good. That's all positive stuff. And I think just like, I feel like it's felt a little bit more like a community vibe. There's more people joining the Discord since Vlogmas, and I've had more of an excuse to do lives, which I think is a good kind of community building thing. So yeah, definitely that aspect of it has been good as well. If you do want to join the Discord, it is in the description below, so you can do that if you want. And if you want to help me with my watch hours, feel free to go back and watch some old videos, leave them on while you're working. That all helps as well. So yeah, I think that's that question done. Yeah? Okay, yeah. Last question. If you were to do Vlogmas again, what would you do differently? That is a good question. I have thought about this quite a bit actually, because when I first had the idea for this, before I knew if I was going to ask questions or not, I was thinking like, I probably need to have something about if I would do this again, and if I did, what I would change. I think it's hard, right? Like, I'm not sure if I would do it again, and if I did do it again, it would definitely be different. I think I could see myself doing like a 12 days of Vlogmas. What that looks like, I'm not sure, if I do a video every second day or if I just did kind of the 12 days up to Christmas instead of the whole 24. That might be something that I would do in future. I definitely would plan it better and try to be a day ahead, if not more. I think I would try to be a day ahead the whole time, and probably also have 1 or 2 videos in my back pocket that were like, you know, like the turtle challenge video or something like that, where it didn't really matter what day it sat on. So that way, if I was feeling like anxious or overwhelmed or anything like that with it, or I had a day where I literally couldn't like sit and film something, let alone edit it and put it out, I could do that. Maybe I would do more lives as well, mixed in with videos. So like, you know, a few videos and a few lives here and there, potentially. Yeah, I think I would do it again in some form, but I definitely can't see myself doing it again in the same format that I did this year, which was like the 24 full videos every day in the lead up to Christmas. I think that would be really hard to do again, especially while working full time. If anything with my work changed or something like that, maybe I could see myself doing it again. But yes, I think next year maybe it'll be like 12 days of Vlogmas or something similar to that, you know? What do you think? That would be fine, right? 12 days is that's still a lot of me. So that's all the questions that I got about Vlogmas. Like I said, in the new year, I will do a kind of like ask me anything type video, and I will keep those other questions that you sent through on hand, and I will answer them then, because they are fun, and I will do another little crochet and chat with you, and we can chat about that. But until then, this is going to be, I'm pretty sure, my last video of the year. We will be back in the new year with some new things and new videos, more regular videos, more lives, all of that fun stuff. So make sure you keep an eye out. You can jump onto my Instagram and jump into the Discord if you like. I will try and post better scheduling things there, especially for lives and things like that. I want to try and do those more frequently in the new year, so hopefully we can get that organized, and I will post about them in Discord and things like that so people have a heads up. But other than that, thank you so much for spending Vlogmas with me. It has been really fun. I did really enjoy doing it and making these videos, and I hope you enjoyed them too. So thank you for watching. I hope you have a wonderful Christmas or holiday period. I hope you are able to spend it doing something you love, whether that is seeing family or just crocheting and having some downtime and watching some good movies or listening to some good music. Whatever it is that gives you some joy on the day, I hope you get it. And I hope you have a nice relaxing time, little stretch down into the new year. We might do a live or two in this kind of wobbly Christmas New Year period, just to kind of catch up and say hi. But other than that, thank you so much for being here. Thanks for spending time with me, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your December, and I will see you in the new year. Bye!